What's poppin', Conroe High? Today is January 29th, 2019. I'm Juan. On today's show, we will talk about Conroe sports and a special interview with Keely Cummings. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for today's episode of Total Recap. The Conroe Lady Tiger softball season is right around the corner, and head coach Jackie Dixon is having to look for a new pitcher after softball ace. Madeline Tannery graduated last year. Tannery is now at San Jacinto College after graduating with a 3.28 earned runs allowed per outing and 91 strikeouts in 115 two-third innings worked. Dixon says they have some talent regarding a new pitcher, but a combination of talents are going to be their best bet. Conroe will clash every night with what should be a competitive district, 15-6A. The Lady Tigers will go against familiar teams in the state semifinalists, Oak Ridge, The Woodlands, and College Park. New teams include Klein, Klein Collins, Klein Oaks, Klein Forest, and Klein Kane in the varsity program. After a 54-41 victory on Friday, the Tigerettes complete the sweep versus the Woodlands. Even though the offense started slowly, the defense was at its peak, causing 5 turnovers in the first quarter. When the offense caught fire, the defense didn't let up, making a stretch of causing 7 turnovers on 8 possessions while scoring 12 points in the time. After the fighting to keep a double-digit lead in the second half, the Tigerettes were too much, making 17 out of 24 free throws. Be sure to show up and watch as they host the number 1 place, Klein Collins, for not only a playoff berth, but a district title tonight. Stay tuned for more updates. We will now take it with a quick commercial break, and now we will be back with our special guest.
Feel stressed, anxious, or depressed, don't be afraid to seek help. Whether it be a friend, family, or a counselor, there's always someone.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh yeah, bro, you gonna have to run that gum. Let me get that. Let me get it.
You want me to get gum? I'm the best friend. I'll get you home. You want me to get gum?
Hey man.
No!
We want to welcome today's special guest, Keely Cummings, the president of the Sign Language Club. Thanks for joining us, Keely.
Hi, thank you for letting me come.
First thing, can you show us how to say hello? How's your day in sign language?
Yes, okay. So, hello is just hi, however you want to say it, or like if it's a friend, like, hey, you over there. And then how's your day is you're going to make these 2 A hand shapes, and you're going to put them together, and you're going to bring them in towards your chest, and you're going to have one facing you and one facing out, and you're going to twist. And this is how you say how. And then your is a closed 5 hand shape, and you're going to bring it out, your. And then day is you're going to use your non-dominant hand. So for me, if you're right-handed, it's your left hand. And you're going to make like the horizon. And then this is like the letter D for like the sun. And it's day. So how was your day?
It's interesting. So first, we'd like to know, when did you learn sign language?
I learned sign language in the 9th grade. when I took it as a foreign language class.
So first we'd like to know, what made you want to learn it?
I was trying to pick the foreign language class that I wanted to take in the 9th grade, and when my sister told me about ASL, I was like, ugh, I don't know. And then I watched a episode of the Big Bang Theory, and it was about Raj getting a deaf girlfriend, and it just made me laugh so hard, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And it just kind of started from there.
So in your meetings after school, what do you guys do?
It just kind of it depends on how many people we have. If we have more people, I'll usually start with a vocabulary lesson, and I'll put them up on the board, and I'll point to them, and I'll show you how to sign that, and then we'll like play some games, or we'll do some other activity. But if we have like a smaller group of people, we usually work on a project. So right now, everybody is doing their own individual little project. Like one girl is interpreting Nico and the Niners by 21 Pilots, and I'm probably gonna do a poem by a deaf poet.
Do you ever find yourself signing when trying to speak normally?
Yes, or I'll try and make a sign language joke, and my friends will just look at me like, what are you doing? And it's really awkward when it happens, because I'm trying to explain it to them and be like, no, trust me. It really is funny, but nobody really gets it. So sometimes I just will sign, and then I'll be like, stop, Kiki. They don't get it. They don't get it.
Having to learn sign language, did it make you smarter in school? Because we heard that you're 16 and a senior. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, I decided in the 9th grade that I was going to graduate a year early, because I didn't want to stay all 4 years if I had to, if I could help it. So I just I tested out of German and history at my old school, and then when I came here, most of my credits transferred over, and then it was just take your normal classes like I did this year, and then I could just go.
Lastly, do you have anything to say to those who are considering joining ASL?
You don't have to be an expert, and it's really easy. Like I tell people, it's really easy, but people don't understand, because ASL is only like 1% of the English language, and it's only 1,600 words. So it's a lot easier than you think, and it's a lot of fun, and we're going to be available every day every day after school. So if you want to come on by, it's a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll now take it to Nurses News with Miss LeBecky.
Hey Conroe Tigers, it's flu season, so today I'm here with a quick reminder about some ways you can take care of yourself and take care of others and avoid getting sick. Practicing good health habits can help stop the spread of germs, so here are just a few suggestions. Avoid close contact with people you know are sick, and stay home from school if you're truly ill, especially if it's with something that's likely to be contagious. This gives you a chance to rest and recover more quickly, and it will also help to keep your illness from spreading to others. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or your elbow when you cough or sneeze to avoid spreading germs with your hands. Clean your hands. Washing your hands can help protect you from the germs. If you can't get to a sink to wash with soap and water, use hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your face. Germs spread that make you sick when you touch something that's contaminated with the germs, and then you touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. Practice other good health habits like getting plenty of sleep, staying physically active, managing your stress, drinking enough water, and eating nutritious food, and you'll feel better. Thanks for listening, Conroe High, and stay healthy.
Thanks, guys. I'm Brandon, your weather anchor for today. Jumping right into weather, today is going to be a high of 51 degrees and a low of 33 degrees with a 0% chance of rain and sunny skies. But looking ahead to tomorrow, it'll be mostly cloudy and having a 0% chance of rain with slightly warmer temperatures, and the low will be 42 and the high of 53. Looking forward to the end of the week, it is showing lots of rain, 30% chance on Friday, 40% on Saturday, and 30% on Sunday. And in the world of pollen, things are a lot higher at the medium-high amount of cedar, juniper, ash, and grass. So be careful out there. Stay tuned for this week for changes that are sure to come for forecast. Now for the fact of the day. Blood donors in Sweden receive a thank you text when their blood is used. Don't forget that course selection night is coming up next week, Monday night, here at CHS. Check out our video about law enforcement classes that you can take.
Law, Public Safety, Corrections, and Security. Courses in the cluster include Principles of Law, Public Safety, Corrections, and Security that introduces students to the professions and law enforcement, protective services, corrections, firefighting, and emergency management services. Law Enforcement 1, which is an overview of history, organization, and functions of local, state, and federal law enforcement. Law Enforcement 2, which provides the knowledge and skills necessary to prepare for a career in law enforcement. Students will understand the ethical and legal responsibilities, patrol procedures, first responder roles, telecommunications, emergency equipment, and courtroom testimony. Criminal Investigations is a course that introduces students to the profession of criminal investigations. Forensic Science, it uses the structured and scientific approach to the investigations of crimes such as assault, abuse and neglect, domestic violence, accidental death, and homicide. Court Systems and Practices is an overview of the federal and state courtroom systems. The course identifies the roles of judicial officers and the trial processes from pretrial to sentencing and examines the types and rules of evidence. In this cluster, students may receive certifications in OSHA and 911 communications.
We want to finish up our newscast today with a few announcements. Our club meeting is today at 2:45 in Miss Landry's room, number 1004 in the new wing. We will be making sketchbooks. Conroe FFA will be meeting in AG01 today at 6:30 p.m. Hope to see you there. The next Interact meeting will be in tomorrow in the cafeteria after school. Come to find out about new projects and events. Also, members, if you have not yet picked up your t-shirt, please do so in room 414. 414. CHS boys bowling team swept the Woodlands 31-6 yesterday. Bowler of the week is Caleb Smith. CHS cheer and mascot tryouts are coming up. There will be a mandatory informational tryout meeting on February 7th and February 13th at 6 p.m. in the LGI. You must choose one to attend. Both the candidate and parent guardian must be present at the meeting. If you have any questions, please email Coach Hyman at kmhyman@conroeisd.net. Members of M-Life, there will be a meeting on Thursday, January 31st for members. If you were not able to make the first meeting, please join us also. We will meet in room 320 in the annex at 2:45. Late bus passes will be available if you are not able to get a ride home. We look forward to seeing you all there. If you enjoy writing and being creative, come and see what Troika is all about. Creative Club will be meeting Monday, February 4th in Miss Greenhill's room 114 at 2:45 until 3:30. FFA will be having a fundraiser Wednesday, February 13th from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. At CHS main cafeteria. Olive Garden will be catering. Plates will be $15 per plate. Those are all the announcements that we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow us at KTIG News on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, CHS, start strong, finish strong. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for more KTIG News.
I was thinking about you for some time. You the gold, baby, I can't find another kind. All that fighting that you do, in the end, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. This one's for my KTIG.